Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today this is going to be the 8th episode of getting your hike legs ready for the season. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I'll link them up in this corner here. But getting your hike legs ready for the season is all about strengthening your legs and strengthening your flexibility for the ultimate mobility on trail. Now today we're going to talk about 5 additional flexibility exercises you can do to get your hike legs ready for the season. Here we go. Now the first exercise we're gonna do today is just gonna be a seated pike with a pull. Now you can either take a stretch strap, which I will link in the description below, or a long camp towel, standard towel that you might have to be able to get into that pull from the pike position. So seated on the floor, you're gonna flex your feet, loop that strap or the towel over your feet, sit as straight up as possible to get that full stretch in your spine, and just pull and lean forward. This is not one where you're gonna try to grab your toes or get your chest to your knees. You just wanna sit up to elongate that body and pull your toes towards you to get that full stretch through your calves, through your hamstrings, and then have a straight spine. And the second exercise we're gonna do is gonna be a seated figure 4 stretch. Now these ones, you'll have a couple of alternatives with either being seated on that floor from where you were in that pike position, or if you have limited range of mobility, especially if you have bad knees, I actually have to sit on a chair or a step stool to be able to get into this exercise. So what you wanna do first, if you're on the floor, pull that ankle to your knee and just push out on the top of the knee to get that outside hip really stretched forward, and this will actually stretch your IT band as well. And then if you're doing the alternative exercise, you sit and cross your legs again with that ankle on your knee. Take a palm of your hand and push on your knee outwards as much as possible to get that stretch straight through the hip. And the third exercise we're gonna do for stretching and flexibility today is gonna be an elongated butterfly. So when you usually do a butterfly, you try to pull your heels as close to your body as possible. This one, I wanted you to elongate your legs a little bit into more of a diamond position. And all you wanna try to do when you're seated this way is take your elbows and push your knees to the floor. Now you wanna have a straight spine and a straight back, and just lean a little bit forward, trying to open up those hips as you lean forward and push out those knees. Now you can lean forward for 5 seconds and pull back to make it a little bit more dynamic and keep doing those exercises, or you can hold that position as long as possible and come back. So either a dynamic or a full stretch in this position. And then as you get that elongated spine, as you increase your flexibility, you can pull a little bit forward, just making sure that you do have a flat back and a straight spine as you're pulling forward. And the fourth exercise we're gonna do today is gonna be something I like to call the hip swivels. So this one really just gains that mobility and flexibility as you're turning your hips. So what you wanna do is be on a seated position on the floor with your heels out and just fold your knee in and switch back and forth between each knee. So you wanna try to stretch that outer part of the hip while you're twisting your body at the same time to try to get a little bit mobility as you're stretching those hip flexors. And continue to do this side to side. Now, if you want to increase the intensity of this stretch a little bit, what you can try to do is pull that back leg towards your booty a little bit to get a full stretch in as you're going side to side. So just pull your leg and your heel closer to your body. And then the 5th stretch we're gonna do today is gonna be the classic seated twist. But what I want you to do in this case is when you cross over your arm over your knee, you wanna take a deep breath in, elongate that spine, and then twist. And then as you're twisting, you wanna let out your breath. So this one you can actually do with a tempo of 5. So breathe in, 1, 2, 3, twist, breathe out, 1, 2. Hold. Now come back to center and do it again. Breathe in, straight spine, twist, breathe out. And this one you might actually start to hear your back crack as you're aligning your spine, which is actually, I think, a really good release. But this one is really great to do at tempo with the breath in, and as you're breathing out, to twist as you breathe out. Well, that's it. 5 new stretches for you to get your hike legs ready for the season. Now, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. I talk all about hiking, camp packing? Is there such a thing as camp packing? Why can't I say camping and backpacking today? Who knows? I talk about hiking, camping, and backpacking with your dog and just your general life adventures. Thanks for watching.